Welcome to Local SEO in 10. This is your go-to podcast for answers about how you can grow your local business online easily and quickly. Brought to you by local SEO experts Magnified Media in Walnut Creek, California. In each 10-minute episode, our digital marketing expert Adam Duran answers your questions on how you can get more leads for your business fast. Remember, if you're not taking care of this part of your business right now, you can bet your competitors are. And now, here's our host with the questions, Jamie Duran, and our expert with the answers, Adam Duran.
Hello, Adam.
Hey, Jamie.
How is this warm July afternoon going for you?
Oh, it's hot. It's hot.
Really?
Oh, it's hot in my office. Hot. It's all the computers and
last
monitoring.
week was hot. This is warm.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. At least I have clothes on this week, you know.
Oh, thank you.
All right. I'm ready to start. How about you?
Been ready. Born
Okay,
ready.
here we go.
Ready from 5 a.m.
Jeez. All right, here we go. Today we're going to talk about, we're doing part 2 of what does partnering with Magnified Media look like for your business. Okay, so last week we talked about the Onsite, your website optimization, what we do there, and you know how we make basically kind of secure your passwords and logins, so that way you, as the business owner, have all of that stuff, so no one else has control over that but you. Next, the other things we want to talk about today are that, you know, we're still in the setup phase, right?
Okay.
So there's 3 major things more that we're going to talk about. Ready?
I have my pen and paper ready.
You are so old school.
You think I'm going to remember this tomorrow? Go ahead. I have to make notes.
Oh, man. All right. Yeah, well, I remember this, obviously. So, yes, I expect you to as well. There'll be a quiz. Here we go. The other thing, next thing we're going to do after those on-site optimization, stuff like that, is we're going to look at your social platforms. So social platform could be, they're called foundational links or foundational platforms. So you want to have Facebook, you know, your company LinkedIn page, maybe an Instagram page, you know, basically a Yelp page. You want to make sure that all the information is correct, filled out properly.
Consistent.
Consistent. Jamie remembers the NAP, which is the name, of address, phone number. Also, you want to make sure your category and your description are correct. And that, you know, in that description of your business, you want to make sure that it's, you know, if they give you 750 characters, you want to use most of those. You just don't want to have one line. You want to use those, and you want to include information like who you serve, how you serve, and where you serve. So those are the 3 vital things that Google and all these other platforms need in order to categorize you and serve your business correctly to potential customers. So make sure when you're writing that, maybe some other time we'll go into how to write a description. And for reviews, all the reviews that are on all of these platforms, you want to make sure that you respond to all of them. You know, make sure that you're using keywords in those responses, that you're not just saying, hey, thanks, boss, and moving on. You're saying, you know, hey, thanks, boss. Reviews like yours make us the top HVAC contractor in Chandler. That kind of stuff is good for your SEO. So you want to make sure that all your reviews have responses. Then the next thing, on all those social platforms, you want to have tons and tons of watermarked photos. Do you know what watermarked means, Jamie?
Of course.
Oh,
do you want me to tell you what they are?
What do you think watermarked photos means?
Has like your logo on there, or copyright, and
nice.
It's kind of in the background of the image. So when someone tries to cut and paste it or copy it to their website or something, then you can now hire a copyright attorney for copyright infringement.
So I don't care about all that junk.
All right.
What I do care about is, guess what? Google can read your photos. So it can read letters, characters, logos, and whatever the content of that photo is. So if you have, like, if you're an HVAC contractor, you have a picture of an air conditioner, and then on that picture you have your logo on that photo, edited into it, and then, you know, your NAP, your name, address, phone number in there. So now you're screaming at Google, we do HVAC. So that's what we do for all of our clients. So we're making a ton of those. We're also making on Google or Facebook or LinkedIn, all these places where we can, we're making posts with these photos and with any articles that we've started creating. We're basically just like sensitizing these places that we are active, and then getting them to, kind of know that we're going to be a consistent contributor to these platforms, because that helps on all of them.
Sure.
All right. So on Yelp, you could do 10 at a time, over a period of whatever, a few weeks, and then months. You want to keep those photos and any kind of posts going.
Okay.
All right. Now, Offsite. So when you bring on an agency, a good one, we're going to be doing something. It's called link building. Now, a lot of we've done an episode on link building before, but what it basically means is getting a link to your website from a different website. So when we're doing this, we're building you are using your name, address, phone number again, description of your business, and that link. We're registering them with many, 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 many directories across the internet. So some of those directories are not good, but most of them are pretty good, and they do get some traffic, and then that does help your authority. So that way, when you're creating new content, it's signaled to Google that you are a real business and that you're not a fake, basically.
Okay.
All right. So another thing we always recommend is doing a press release. We have something, hey, my company just opened up a new location, or we have a new service. So those press releases are not, we've also done a podcast on this before. Those press releases are not, like the old timey, what did the old timey guys say?
Extra, extra.
Yeah, that's right. Extra. It's not that kind of press release. There's no little kid running down the street doing that. What these are, the new modern press releases are basically, it's your article about your business with links to your business on different news sites. So it could be a newspaper site, it could be a magazine site, it could be a local television station, a local radio station, all of those. So when you get a press release, you're going to syndicate it to all those places. And when you do that, a lot of times those links, they last for a long, long time, and they're from a really high authority site. So they really help you and your business. So we're doing a bunch of those.
Question.
Yes.
Okay. So when you bring on a new client, do you do a press release that, Chandler, Arizona HVAC company partners with Magnified Media for their digital marketing?
No.
Why not?
I don't know.
Seems like a no-brainer.
Because we're doing it for the client.
Well, but I mean,
for my own company, yes, we do press releases too for Magnified Media on a continuing basis, right? So we don't just do them one off, but this is when during that first month, what we're doing that press release for that company.
Seems like a no-brainer.
Yeah.
Glad I could help.
Yeah, but they're paying us for a service, so we are in the background. I'm not leveraging their name.
Well,
I could do it, but yeah.
I don't see why not.
You're very nice, Jamie. All right. We're going to do that for all of yours.
Sure.
All right. Now, that was Offsite. Onsite, we're going to wrap it up with the things that we do on the website. So in that first month, we're going to be building 10 or 20 articles that build geographic relevance. And so looking around in your city, think about what things that are there for a long term. So when I mean that, I mean not businesses. So like a park or a school or any kind of landmark. Those are going to be things that we're going to be writing articles about. And all those articles are going to be, 650 word plus with YouTube videos, Instagram stuff, and anything we can to make those articles interesting, we're going to put in there. And they're legitimate, and they're all about that city's landmarks.
Great.
Make sense?
Yeah, everyone loves that.
Well, so when you do that and you do them correctly, it signals to Google that you are a business that is geographically relevant. So when we say that, we mean Google considers a geographically relevant business to write information about local geography. There you go. All right. Now, The other thing we're going to be doing is, say you're a solar company. We're going to be breaking down your business that into different services. So if you do residential solar, then we're going to say, okay, what are basically the top 20 questions about solar that a residential customer would have? And each one of those questions is an article that we're going to research, write a bunch of content for it, maybe correctly organize it, do schema for it, add, once again, YouTube videos, anything we can to make that a really very, very powerful article. We're going to do a bunch of those. So when you do that, we're starting up that engine, that SEO engine, and we're priming Google to say, hey, from now on, you can expect we're going to be putting out a lot of content and a lot of valuable content. So, hey, make sure that you index us and start showing us to people. So when you do start doing all that, that's what happens. That graph of, 0 site visitors turns into, 10 million. And when you start doing that, when this ball gets rolling, it's super cool to see. And at that very beginning, your site might not have anything on it. Once you sensitize Google to that, you keep on doing it and keep on doing it, consistently creating great content for it. Google's going to reward you with tons of visitors.
Awesome.
Yeah, that's what we do. So I know that's our kind of what our process is when we bring on clients. I know there's probably a ton of other stuff that I didn't get to, but this is the basics that we go through, and I want to make it as simple and accessible as possible.
Great. Well, Very good.
That's all I got.
Solved one FAQ for a customer. What happens when I sign on?
Yeah, I think it's important for customers to know. Maybe I should have done this on episode 3.
Well, maybe now if the client contacts you, you could just say, hey, listen to this podcast.
Stop bothering me, bud.
No. Very good. All right.
Yes.
Anything else you want to add?
No, that's it. I got that's all. I'm happy to have answered some questions.
All right. Well, if you enjoyed this podcast and you know other business owners, make sure to share this out so that they can get Adam's vast wealth of digital SEO marketing from his head into their heads, because it's never ending. So also, if you have an idea, feel free to email us or message us on our Facebook page. Make sure to give us 5-star reviews, because that really helps our ranking. And then definitely, if you have a question about local SEO, you can go to our website, magnifiedmedia.net, and all of these podcasts are now searchable. So you can click on podcasts and then go ahead and search for anything you can think of. Chances are there is a podcast about it.
That's right.
All right. We'll talk to you next week.
That's all for now. Thanks for listening to this episode of Local SEO in 10 with Google local marketing expert Adam Duran. Join us each week for answers to your questions on how to best harness the power of the internet to grow your business. Speaking of questions, got some? Message us through our Facebook page, Local SEO in 10, and we'll be sure to give you your answer on an upcoming episode. This episode of Local SEO in 10 is brought to you by Magnified Media, the leading online marketing agency in Northern California, who invite you to grow your business by magnifying your online visibility and credibility. Visit them on the web at www.magnifiedmedia.com. Magnify your business, magnify your profits.